Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Ask the Accountant Pitstop podcast here at Accountex 2026. I can't believe it. We are flying through our Pitstop podcast, but we've got a very, very, very special guest, or guests, should I say, lined up here for the next one. Remember, if you want content like this, join in my place, make sure you like, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. We've got loads of podcasts coming away. But I think this one, I can't rank them because it'd be unfair, right? But if I was to rank them, this would be very high up my rank. Obviously, I'm not allowed
that
to.
Is quite a compliment.
I'm going to stay biased, and I'm not officially ranking it. But if I was to rank it, very high. But first of all, the same question I ask everyone: who are you? Why are you here?
Well, thanks for having us, Aaron. I'm really excited about this today. It's kind of like a career milestone for me, getting the chance to talk to you on the Pitstop podcast.
Loving this.
So I'm Tom Bickle. I'm a practice owner in the Southwest, and I'm also half of the team at Accountants Therapy. Yeah, Robyn's partner in crime, really.
Absolutely. And I'm Robyn Milstead. I'm a director of a company called LKA, Chartered Accountants in Surrey. But I founded Accountants Therapy when I got angry on a webinar, and exactly that. I'm half of the team with Tom.
Yeah, I love it. And you guys have really shown us all how to build that community in the accounting world. I absolutely love the fact that it's just come out of from my point of view, nowhere. 1 minute it wasn't there. Next minute, everyone's talking about it. Yeah.
I think that's part of the success we've had, actually, is that, I was talking about this with someone this morning, that it's not ever been a case of we sat back and gone, let's build a business and try to do it that way. It's been a completely organic growth of what's needed, what can we provide, and going with the flow of that. And I think that's where the success and the way people have reacted towards our community has come from, and why it's growing so quickly as well.
Yeah, we say all the time, everything that we've done is as a reaction. So we'll be in the chat and someone will say, I'm really struggling with this. Can I get any help? And then you go, okay, well, if other people are struggling with identifying their pricing, let's set up a group to talk about practice and processes. Yeah. And then we say, okay, well, we'd actually like to talk about this over a Zoom call and do small group sessions with that. Let's organise it and get it done, and we get the feedback. Yeah, we really love that, Tom. You know, Robyn, we love how you did this section. Can we do that again? And we go, okay, let's go and do it. And that's where the beauty of, I think, where it's been over the last 12 months is it's the feedback everyone gives and everybody helps. So it's not just me and Robyn, it's me and Robyn, the administrators make sure everything runs smoothly, and then everybody in the community is contributing every single day. And that is the bit that surprised me, is that you've got some people that you won't hear from for a couple of weeks, and they'll jump in the chat to answer a question from someone on Xero or QuickBooks, or I don't know how to deal with this question from a client. And it's just that community's grown like that. And out of I think everyone has felt they needed that space, and that's what we really love about it, isn't it?
We had a really nice example of that in the last couple of weeks, where somebody said, I'm a new business, I'm really struggling with lead generation. And within a week, one of our admin team, AJ, had sorted out an incredible webinar, or discussion webinar, with our members to help with that and to go through, right, well, how does everybody create leads then? And there were so many different approaches that people could go away and go, oh, I quite like that new idea, etc. And that was literally within a week. We hear a problem, it gets solved.
Yeah. And I think one of the big problems you're solving is it is a lonely world being a practice owner, right? And what you're doing is you're giving it an opportunity, and especially in a world at the moment where welfare finally is starting to take precedent, and we're starting to talk about it more, and we're starting to look out for one another, etc., right? I think groups like yours, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about giving a place to talk about it, and that's why it's therapy, isn't it? That's where it's coming from.
I've got to say that's the bit that surprised me, because obviously how the group started was I was just a bit frustrated, etc. And perhaps looking back, I was a little isolated in how I thought I felt about MTD. But learning how much isolation is out there was something that I never knew about. I'm from a relatively larger practice compared to a lot of our members, and I just didn't realise the kind of things that particularly sole practitioners deal with. And it's a real privilege then to be able to help with that aspect, and to have the open conversations about, wow, isn't this difficult? Not just the technical side of things, but the emotional side of things, and to see that actually in a lot of ways everybody struggles in the same way with when clients misunderstand you or try to move your boundaries and things like that. We all have those problems. I suppose I didn't realise the scale of that problem until therapy.
Well, I definitely believe that we're now in an era where, as an industry, we're working more towards collaboration over competition.
100%.
And I think it's that
100%.
time we really do need to focus on that, because actually when we pull together as an industry, we can make our industry a lot better. So the days of having to work 24 hours a day during January, we might be able to change that by just talking to one another and working out better systems and better processes and magpieing ideas from different practices and talking about it. And I think I set up my practice on my own last year, and my partner's incredibly supportive, but when I go to her with a problem, she doesn't understand my industry in the same way that I do. So I now go to the people in the chat and I'm instantly reassured because there's someone else that's been through it. And actually, my concern isn't as big as I think it is. I just need to talk to someone. And that's a rare thing these days, particularly for sole practitioners. And
what is it? Problem shared is a problem halved.
Exactly.
We've also got that, what you've really just said, is we've got that nice feeling in the group that it's okay to tell people they're wrong as well. So sometimes that's a really nice aspect, is that because we've got, I suppose, the origins of it is me going, I don't like this, that we're honest about everything in industry from our own perspective, and that's allowed. Everybody is allowed to disagree, as long as they are nice about it. And that goes to, even if somebody is having a difficulty, sometimes somebody else goes, I think actually your perspective is wrong, and that can be incredibly helpful. So that goes across also the software side of things, going, I like this software but I don't like this aspect, or I like this software but I don't like this software, etc. All of that, just honesty and being able to say things from an honest point of view is really helpful, even across. You might not think that being told your perspective is wrong when you're angry with a client is helpful, but I think that it is, because then you know that the group, when they come to you and you go, no, that's out of order, you shouldn't be expected to do that, is coming from a proper place that you can trust and build on.
100%. And what I do like about you guys as well is, for the first time, because the first time you guys met was at Fab, right? Like in person. But also that was the first time you guys had gone to an event properly, like, and all that. And what I feel like you guys are doing is you're bringing your community and saying, right, because naively from my point of view, I'm like, everyone comes to Accountex. It's like, everyone goes to Fab, whatever it is, right? And I'm always like, they're always going to be there. But actually what you're doing is you're encouraging them to go along. You're encouraging them to come in, and you're bring a whole new wave of people to events like this, which means we all benefit, because then we can have those chats and have the conversation. Because for me, the event is made by walking around, talking to all these people, like basically your group on steroids, and everything else. And I love the fact that you're bringing your community here. And for a lot of people, it's the first time they've ever done an event like this, right?
I went to Fab for the first time. It was my first big accounting event, and Accountex here today. Couldn't help but feel a little bit sad that I was like, wow, I've only just started coming to this. And it's mainly because in the past I worked at big firms where you didn't need to go as a manager. No matter how senior, you didn't need to go to those events. But actually, the amount of things I've learned in a very short period of time is incredible. And what we really enjoyed about Fab was when I said, look, I've never gone to these events before, we came up with the idea of the badge so that you could recognise someone in the crowd and say, oh, you're in therapy as well, we'll have a chat. So many people signed up to go to Fab who had never gone but wanted to, because they were going with people they knew and weren't going on their own anymore. And we've had the same again at Accountex. I've met people today who I've spoken to on WhatsApp for 12 months, still didn't know what they looked like, but we found each other and we've had a good chat and a good catch up, and that's been amazing. Fantastic.
And it's the biggest privilege to see the members of Accountants Therapy chatting together, because they're not coming for us. They come together because everybody is going to be together, or that if you want to be together, they know that there's a place to find us, there's a place to gather and go around with anybody that you get on with. And last night there were quite a few people going for drinks, etc. It's also a friendship group, really.
It's amazing.
It is, and that is an incredible thing to see, everybody enjoying each other's company. We've had a few new members that we've met, as Tom says, today, and seeing them integrate into our existing member base, it is absolutely smashing. It really is.
Amazing. And I love the branding as well. You guys are coming in, you got your branding ready, you're on point, even with your landlords ready as well. So.
We just love spending money on merch, if I'm honest.
Our accounts are basically a bit of income minus merchandise. That's it.
Why not? That's exactly how it should be. Exactly how it should be. And you guys have got what we're calling it, when the full day of
the MTD marathon next week.
That's the one.
I'm really excited about that. So I was finding that signing my clients up for MTD I know it only takes 4 minutes, HMRC is saying, but if I have one go wrong, it might take a lot longer than that. And commercially, it didn't make sense for me to get a client sign their LOE, and I'm chasing them all the time. Right, I'll sign that client up on Monday, then I'll log back in on Wednesday, I'll sign another one up. I just thought I need to set time aside in a day to just do it in one go, back to back, have all the information ready. So we figured, well, okay, if I'm doing that, other people are going to be doing that. So why don't we, as a community of accountants and bookkeepers, pick a day where we in industry say that is our day to get this done, work together, collaborate, talk about it in the Zoom chat. And I thought, why don't we get some background noise? You know, people are going to tune in throughout the day to listen to really influential voices in the industry, yourself included. You've got the prime slot, as I'm calling it,
so
12 o'clock,
it,
absolutely amazing. You know, and we're going to listen to you talk about MTD, how you're finding things. You're going to talk to Amy Copeland from the ICB, and I just think that's a lovely way to spend a day signing up when people are going to have days of doing it, to do it. And HMRC are incredibly supportive of it. Craig and his team, they're keen to get as many sign-ups as possible. So they're on 11. And yeah, we've got a fantastic lineup on the day. I was really blown away by how excited everyone wants to do it. So we're hoping this is the first of many.
The more I look at the lineup, the more excited I am about it, because we've got a really cool mix of practitioners, software, and HMRC, and people with different perspectives as well. So I think that I'm most looking forward to. I've already signed my clients up, so I can't join in with the sign up side of things. I can hopefully bring my perspective on how the sign up went up for me, but I'm looking forward to that continual conversation. And I mean, how can there be more conversation on MTD? But there is. So let's have it, and let's have it from interesting people and from interestingly different perspectives. And I'm looking forward to that.
And outside looking in, that's where we've definitely seen you guys put that impact in, is suddenly HMRC's got a voice, or a group to listen to and then action upon, right? And what I think you guys have done really well is you've not held punches, because we've all been there before, right? We started these new relationships and we're trying to be a little bit like friendly with them and everything else. You guys don't hold any punches back, straight in there. But HMRC's absolutely loved the fact that you've been honest, right?
I think we've been incredibly lucky to develop that relationship. In all honesty, I don't think it's just a case that we've gone in and been like, okay, we're not gonna water this down. It's just been a case of that. Craig, for example, was very open to listening, and I think quite quickly we were able to build the relationship to tell him that he can trust us to give an honest opinion, and that to reassure him that honest opinion would be valuable. And I do think that he has seen, and his team have seen, that is the case, because there have been some genuine developments that we have made as a group because we've had that honest discussion. I'm not that nice about HMRC a lot of the time, but genuine credit to them when they've been listening, and they are listening. Sometimes they can't act on some of the things that we're asking for immediately. That's not how life works for any of us anyway, but there is that feeling that in the last year things have changed and there is more of a voice for the agent community, and it's really nice for us to be involved in that voice for the agent community too.
I mean, they say feedback is a gift, right? You've basically got Christmas Day every time they go there, so fair play to you.
I just hope though, Aaron, that HMRC, the guys at the very, very top, see the work that Sam Wood and Craig Ogilvie have done in working with the community. You know, they put their, I wouldn't want to do what they're doing, which is go onto LinkedIn and take that criticism all day long. I don't think many people could handle that, but I think HMRC should respect that and go, what they've done has worked, because they've got an industry now working together with HMRC and with people like Emma Rawson leading the way with the voice in between. I really hope when we look at e-invoicing in the future, we go, right, what didn't work with MTD? What do we need to learn from that? How can we start that process now and get the voices behind it?
I'm hoping Companies House take note as well.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be nice?
Well, there's so much work to do, right? Let's start somewhere. And I feel like that is the thing. We have changed a few things. I think genuinely we're at the Taxation Awards this evening, shortlisted for the biggest contribution to taxation for a not-for-profit organisation. I'm really proud of that, because we genuinely have impacted our industry, and that is not us, that is the community coming together. There is more to do. there's more collaboration that can be had, particularly I think in terms of how we work with professional bodies, how well the agent community can communicate the things we need from them.
Yeah.
Lindsay Scott of the CIOT has also been incredibly supportive. The AAT have been incredibly supportive of hearing our feedback, etc. And the more we can do that, the more we can learn the channels that work for that communication and collaboration, the better it is for everybody, whether they're members of Accountants Therapy or not. We want to bring positive change throughout.
For the industry, right? I love that. Okay, you guys said that Fab was your first event and, Accountex is now your second. What's been your overall feeling of this event?
Where do you start with that answer? I mean, it is immense. It really is.
They call it the Glastonbury. I think that's not doing it justice, right? It's
Yeah.
Coachella more, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, this morning, I was looking at who I hadn't seen yet, and I'm looking at the stands going, how have I not even visited that part of Accountex yet? And I was walking around a lot yesterday. And then you're going to talk to people who you've spoken to a bit here and there. Everyone's very friendly, approachable. You're bumping into people you've never met before, having a good chat. It's, I wish I'd been doing this for a lot longer. I wish I'd been coming. And there is literally an automated Triceratops walking past us right now. I mean, you don't see that in your office every day.
That is absolutely
It's
amazing.
absolutely perfect timing
Yeah.
as well. Describe
Yeah.
Accountex. There's an animatronic walking by. I thought at first you said immense. I thought you said it's a mess.
No, definitely
We're all
immense.
a mess today on a Thursday after everybody being out last night. But it is an overwhelming event, and I knew that because I felt that last year. But this morning, the best way I can describe my experience this year is I woke up at 5:30 this morning really excited that I was coming back. And I know I'm going to be disappointed that I don't come back tomorrow. I'm going to say vibe. It's a great vibe.
Use the youngster terms.
When you come to an event like this, though, how do you guys, especially in our audience, we've got much like you guys had, right, where they didn't, you people who've never been to events before, they've gone to their first events because you've encouraged them, etc. But what's your pro tips to those guys going, this is how to make the most of it? Because we all know there's an investment to come here, right? We're taking our time out of our practice, or, there's cost of getting here, all that sort of stuff. Everything that goes with it. But what's your pro tips for those people out there? Maybe you've never been to an event before, looking to go to the first one. What tips have you been giving your community?
I've got to. So I'm obviously going to say this, but find a community so that you feel like you've got friends here already. We've had enormous success with the badges so that people know that that at least if they see a badge, they know they can chat. Yeah. But my general top tip for Accountex is to go around and enter all the competitions. And do all the prizes and all the fun stuff, because it gets you walking around with a purpose, and it takes the pressure off the sales conversations. So obviously go and see the vendors that you want to see and want to be sold to, but it can mean that you go up to vendors that you wouldn't otherwise talk to, but it then isn't so stressful when you want to withdraw, because you go, well, thanks very much for letting me enter your competition, goodbye, and you're done, and you don't have to continue that conversation if you don't want to. But that's what I'm here today to do. I'm going to win something somewhere.
Yeah. Swag off.
Yeah, for me, it's plan ahead. So look at what the itinerary is for talks. Pick a few that you really want to go and see. Make sure that you plan who you're going to see on the stands, and then also plan in time to recharge, because I think it's very, very easy with all the noise and all the light and the colour to feel a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Make sure you take some time away. And the second day is don't go out too late the night before, because you will feel very rough the next day, and it's a bit of a warm room. So yeah, I might need to maybe Accountex could schedule like sleeping pods for the afternoon on day 2.
Well, they've got massage pods in the welfare area, so you could get yourself a massage.
True, I probably wouldn't be asleep though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But no, it's awesome. I still feel like I could do 2 days flat out going to all the vendors, and I still would not have achieved everything I wanted to do.
No.
So just make sure you plan ahead, because you won't get everything you want to do get done.
Yeah, 100%. And there's always going to, even when you plan ahead, there's always going to be that vendor you've never heard of before. You walk past and just caught your eye.
Yeah.
That's what I love about events like this, right? And
That feels very Magpie. It feels like you've got something shiny to go away with.
And as I think as accountants, that's one of our biggest problems, right? We are very driven by shiny, well, I certainly am, shiny things and everything else, and I want to go through it.
On that note, Aaron, I've just thought of one, because earlier I did not know your top trumps. We should have come here first to collect the top trumps and then tried to get everyone to sign them. because I saw the new Phil Hobden one, which I am genuinely, Phil Hobden is on my, I want to find that man today to get a selfie.
Get his signature.
Yeah, so I want that signature in the selfie.
We'll have to report back as to whether or not you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. When we started these questions, it was like 3 years ago now, and we've used the same questions for everyone to go forward. I feel like this next question was pretty much built for you guys because you bring so much passion to the industry. You really are making a positive change, and we thank you for it because you're coming in. What is it about this industry that you guys love?
I think it's all the things I've learned about this industry in the last year. Because I think my answer would have been much different if you had asked. I don't even know what my answer would have been before therapy started. But seeing how willing people are to have the exchange of information and to how so behind people have been with the idea of it being collaborative and not competition-wise, because it's really easy to be, I'm a competitive person, like it's really easy to fall into the, we want to be the best, we want to do the best things to everybody else's detriment. But there hasn't ever been that with therapy, and I think that actually that isn't how people feel. People don't want to trample on other people. Everybody likes being together, and I think maybe that's the best part with people.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just, I still think that everybody that's in this room right now, the main reason they got into their profession, whether it's bookkeeping, accounts, audit, is they want to help people.
Yeah.
And I think that is what fundamentally across the board with everyone is that's what their goal is, and that's why they came into it, and they're the values that they still have. So you'll be walking around and you'll ask someone for help. They won't even think about it. They'll just do it. And I approached an accountant who's local to me. He had no idea who I was. So I recognised him from his branding, said hello. Straight away we struck up a conversation. We're going to go get a coffee. You know, how many industries can you say you'll approach who is a competitor? Do you fancy grabbing a coffee? And we'll go and do it. And I think that is what makes us stand out as an industry in particular. And I really just hope that more events like this at Accountex, we can continue growing that kind of community, because I think when we're all working together to better the industry, we're all going to be a lot happier in our lives anyway. So it's great that we're all doing that now. It's fantastic.
Love that.
I've also heard that as an industry, we really like a good night out. Quite like that. Is that true, guys?
Yeah, it might be.
I can't comment. I can't comment on that one. That's what you love about the industry. What don't you like about the industry? What would you want to change? What keeps you up at night?
MTT. I would go with that we are still behind the curve on collaboration in a lot of ways. So the thing that I like the most, the collaboration side, isn't as widespread as it could be. And I suppose that's exactly why we're in the space that we are in, because we want to bring it more. We want to see more collaboration, not just agents. So that's the bit I suppose I'm saying that I like the best about our industry. But seeing that work with the professional bodies and HMRC, which we're seeing the seeds of that now, that develop, because that has been really bad, bad.
Yeah, especially for the smaller end, for small practices, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the sheer volume of changes that we're all being expected to make consistently with very little support and information.
Yeah.
And that terrifies me. When you look at the ACSP change we had last year, we're now how many months in and it is still a mess. We had that massive data breach where you could access people's companies' information all along, and that not enough has been said about that and what we've had to deal with. MTD is the biggest change in 30 years. And even now, they're updating us on how the systems are going to work. The software vendors are doing everything they can to be ready, but they're still waiting on HMRC. I just think everyone needs to take a step back and go, is this right that we should be doing so many changes so quickly on an industry that is already tired? And everybody is still recovering from COVID, in my opinion. 6 years on,
100%, yeah.
There's still that lag going on there. And it's the expectations of the world. Everyone expects accountants to be there at the click of a finger all of the time. And it's so hard to manage that expectation now. Yeah. And we've got a really technical, difficult job. If you go to your solicitor and you send them an email, you wouldn't question if you didn't get a reply for a week. No. Whereas your accountant, you get the phone call an hour later, just checking you've got my email, and they expect an immediate answer, something quite technical. It'd be great if the world recognised how we are trying hard. Yeah. And that's the bit I don't like about the industry.
It gave us a bit of a chance to catch our breath, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and know what is in store for us. Yeah. I think it's the not knowing is doing me in at the moment.
100%.
It's our industry not being valued is really what I think you're saying. And I think that comes both from the external sources, and something we've seen in therapy is also that it can also come from us to, we often end our slides and presentations with a slide that says value yourself. And that's there because we really see within our community that people struggle to value themselves and value the work that they're doing and the care that they have. And okay, so that's a downside of the industry that people don't, both externally and internally, don't necessarily see how awesome they are.
Definitely. Here. Okay, if I were to give you a time machine and you could use that time machine to go back 12 months, 24 months, whatever you want to be, and you could take one piece of technology, one gadget, it could be a kitchen gadget, it could be anything that you'll think of. It doesn't have to be accounting related. But if you could take that one piece of technology or one piece of software, that something, and you could give it to yourself 12 months ago, and you were like, look, I wish I knew this sooner because this is changing the game for me, what would that be?
I'd have gone back and bought Bitcoin and be retired on a boat somewhere. That would be my answer.
It's a really good idea. Damn it. I want that answer too. I don't know, because I just use a spreadsheet all the time, you know? Like, I'm still stuck on spreadsheets. A WhatsApp community, come on. I've got to say that, haven't I?
Yeah, if you'd have done it earlier.
Look, if we had it earlier, particularly in the MTD space, maybe we could have seen a slightly different rollout that would be much better for taxpayers and for agents.
Yeah. Or you could have had an ACSP therapy group.
Well, we have an ACSP.
We have got one.
Oh, you have got one.
Yeah. But I'm not really sure it's just a support group at this point of everyone going, oh my God, what am I
just
doing?
crying.
Yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Is it too early?
Yeah. Oh, has anyone ever asked you that question though? If you could go
Technology.
back with a piece of
Oh,
equipment?
what technology I would
Yeah.
do? No one has. No. But for me, I'm so geeky, right? I'm so technology driven. It's always just the latest gadget I've just bought. So we've just invested in a gadget over there, and it's now doing the podcast. It's doing self-cutting the podcast based on who's talking in the microphone at any point. If I could have given us that 12 months ago, 24 months ago, we would have saved so much time, resource, and everything else.
So I've got one, Opus.
Oh, yes.
And I saw that from something you put out, because trying to clip stuff from all the content that we use was such a time drain, but that's actually a really good bit of kit.
Yeah.
I wish I had that 12 months ago when we started.
Because you just want
putting stuff
efficiencies,
out.
aren't you?
Because also it's a social media game a lot of the time to get our name out there. You need the little bits of clips, and we are doing a lot of content, but actually to sort that content out is so time consuming.
Exactly.
Can we have another Aaron technology video? Because the last one you did, are we calling it the Papaya Room?
The papaya room,
Papaya Room. I loved that video, and I would love to see an update on all the technology, because
Yeah.
I was going, right, I'll make a note of that. When I've got enough money, that's the bit of kit I'm going to buy next.
Yeah, we can definitely make sure we get that content out there. All right, so we use the time machine going backwards. We're going to use time machine going forward. Now, these are one of the questions that hasn't really aged too well, a bit like milk, to be fair. But we're going to ask anyway. AI. So, 12 months from now, are you seeing AI as a big enabler? And in fact, we're going to change it to what we normally. We're going to talk MTD only, right? How do you feel AI is going to be 12 months' time when let's be honest, that's when the big group of the clients start coming in. Are we expected to see AI is going to be a big enabler? Is it going to get in our way? Is it going to be something we're going to have to make, it's going to make our job even harder? What's your gut feeling on it?
I think AI is still garbage in, garbage out. So I think 12 months' time, it's not going to be that different to what we see now.
Interesting.
That it's useful when it's used well.
Yeah.
And it does speed things up when it's used responsibly, but it slows things down when it's not. And I don't think we're going to get away from that as an industry as a whole, particularly in the MTD space, and particularly when we're talking about unrepresented. I don't think AI is as helpful as the people that sell AI would like us to think, and I think 12 months is not long enough for it to get where people would like to see it in the MTD space.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the biggest scandal over the next 12 months is to be someone going to a first-tier tribunal and saying, I trusted the software to do my bookkeeping and produce the tax return. It's not my fault. And I would love to know when it's going to happen eventually. It is going to happen, because the AI tools that the bookkeeping software vendors have got at the moment are incredible. And I'm struggling to keep up with some of the updates that they're releasing.
Yeah.
But again, like Robyn says, it's garbage in, garbage out. You can train AI to do a lot of things, and people are going to abuse that. and they're going to find ways to take advantage. And HMRC, I think, is still too far behind. I think they need to be dealing with it now and working out how they're going to tackle this. And the software vendors, again, they've got a big problem in their hands, is that they're rolling their products out, but we're going to have people who aren't going to be necessarily tech savvy being told the software will do all the work for you, and they're going to let it run.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go, when there's an inquiry, well, I didn't know, the software told me, I'm just doing what the software told me to do. And I think that's what I'm waiting for. I think it's going to be a great enabler in the right hands, I think is the best way to say it.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
going to
that.
ask you that question next week on the marathon.
Yeah.
And the
I'll be
MT's
prepared. We have now got to that part of the game where you're going to have to play it again.
Oh, please.
So
Oh, we were so bad last time. And
you
we
weren't
haven't
Second
prepared
so
again.
bad.
Second loss.
I thought this could be a redemption arc, right? So
Have
we
you
have.
please just picked cards that we might have a chance with?
I
Please?
can't
Actually,
say.
it's worse, isn't it? When we should-
Yeah. So, as before, you're allowed to ask me any questions you want, and I get to say yes or no. You're allowed to pass at any point, and it's a 1 minute. So maybe
Okay, we would have done better. How many
strategic
do we need?
passes. Was it 8 minutes?
Oh, either way, I had to scroll down to find us, which I'm hoping we can level
Maybe it
out a
wasn't
little
that
bit.
as far as 8 minutes. But anyway, I think you've got it in you. This is it. That was your training. This is your
Okay,
redemption
ready
arc.
to go.
We're ready.
Deep breath.
Ask away in 3, 2, and a 1. Go for it.
Man or woman?
Yes or no?
Oh, is it a man?
No.
Okay, is it a woman?
Yes.
Are they in the software universe?
No.
Are they in the professional body universe?
No.
Are they a bookkeeper?
Not a bookkeeper, but keep going down that route.
Oh, is it Amy Copeland from the ICB?
No.
I'm on the right track.
Well, may have got the first name right.
Oh, Amy.
Hancock?
Yeah.
Well
Yes.
done.
Next one.
Is it a man?
No.
Is it a woman?
Yes.
Are they in the software universe?
Nope.
Are they in the professional body universe?
Yes.
Is it Amy?
Yes.
Hey, we're
Next.
doing better.
Is it a woman?
Yes.
Are they in the software universe?
No.
Are they a bookkeeper?
Yes.
Did they do a podcast?
No.
Is it Kirsty?
Yes. My days. Next.
Is it a woman?
No.
Is it a man?
Yes.
Are they in the software universe?
No.
Are they a professional body?
No.
Are they in practice?
Yes, they have a practice. Yeah.
Are they in tax?
Not tax. I mean, they do tax,
Are
but
they in bookkeeping?
not a bookkeeper.
Accountancy?
Accountants.
Do they have hair?
Yes.
Are they here today?
Yes.
Have they been on your podcast?
Many times. They've been on your podcast.
Oh my.
We've only Paul. Paul, no,
Aaron
it's a
Patrick.
software.
Yes.
Oh, Aaron, I'm so sorry. That was a hard one.
Did you find a one? Come on, you've got
Yeah.
this.
Is it a man?
No.
Is it a woman?
No.
Is it a professional body?
No.
Is it a software company?
No.
Is it an event?
Yes.
Is it Accountex?
Yeah.
That was fab. Good
2
job.
minutes and 12
Oh,
seconds.
God, so
that
much
is
better.
proper
And the
redemption.
worst thing
You
there.
got stuck
we
with
couldn't
your
get
one.
Aaron. Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, it's too obvious. It won't be Aaron.
Tom is the biggest fanboy.
No, I'm
It's all right.
so ashamed of myself.
You guys absolutely smashed it. Use that camera, whichever camera you're on to plug, and plug away.
We would love to welcome you to Accountants Therapy. As you've heard, we are a lovely community, but we're also making a difference within our industry. So if you're somebody that's looking for some support across industry, not just MTD, of course, that's a lot of what we do and we're experts there. We would love to welcome you and help you work through the challenges that you're facing. If you'd like to join us, you can find details at www.accountantstherapy.co.uk. We have a free trial for a whole month. So if you'd like to come and see whether or not this is for you, then do. It's not for everyone, so please take advantage of that free trial. Come and see, and if you don't like it, there's no hard feelings. Still come and say hi to us at events like this. And yeah, great. Thanks, guys, for listening today.
What a plug. That's a very polished.
Well-oiled machine.
That is a brilliant plug.
Force of nature, I thought.
I just want to say a personal thank you from the industry for the good work that you guys are doing.
Thanks for all your
Honestly,
support.
Yeah, thank you.
are, you're giving us a voice, you're giving us a platform, you're giving us opportunities that we've never had before. So thank you so much. Keep doing it. Keep fighting the good fight for us all. Keep putting on the events you're putting on and the marathons and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, well done. Congratulations. Keep it all up. And I can't wait to sit down and have a Cool Friends episode with you both.
Oh,
We'll do it.
very
We'll do it as a
excited
group. We'll go. We'll figure it out. We'll find the time and everything else. I'm sure the community will agree. We need to get you on dig a little deeper. Let's figure out exactly your story. Let's talk it through. And then more importantly, we get you a card as well.
Oh,
How's
love
that
that.
sound?
Thanks, Aaron. Really enjoyed this today. Thank you for everything you do as well. I've been watching you for years, so it's great to be sat in this chair.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing to have you. Thank you very much. And you got your tax calc socks on as well.
We're both
Oh,
talking
you're
about tax
both.
calc earlier, so
Yeah.
we're on brand.
Loving that. Loving that. All right, everyone, if you like this one, then please make sure you like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, because we have more content coming your way in the world of accountancy and everything that's in between. Accountex 2026, we still have 4 accounting podcast pit stops coming your way. So make sure you like, subscribe. Thank you so much to both of you. It's been an absolute honour to have you on.
Cheers, Aaron.
Cheers. Have a good one. Have a good one. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.